All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. Another day, another stream, and we are back again to rock your world, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be absolutely brilliant. Yesterday, obviously, we had a lot of fun. Today, we're going to have even more fun because the news just keeps developing, on a rapid pace. And already we've got quite a lot of people that have joined us. First of all, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes well over. We've got nearly 30 people. Let's get those likes well over 30 straight away. As I said, epic numbers yesterday, epic views. You guys loved it. We hit 400 likes at the end of the day on that particular stream. So it's brilliant. We've got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to talk about how the story of Messi is developing towards PSG. Visit some of the new news on that particular story. We're going to talk about how Aguero wanted to go to Barcelona, wanted to link up with Lionel Messi, and now he feels betrayed, and there seems to be some legitimate conversation around that. So we'll touch on that. We're going to touch on Lionel Messi to PSG, as we said, but some of the lineups. Possible lineups that could shape up, which would be very, very juicy to see. You guys you guys say this is not FIFA, but PSG are literally doing FIFA stuff right now. There's obviously some reports on Lukaku that we're going to touch on, update you on Lukaku stuff, which will be very interesting. I think that's just around the corner. Hopefully it gets done by tomorrow, early Monday. And Harry Kane as well. Harry Kane posted a particular tweet. So it'll be very interesting to see where this situation is going. I feel like he's getting a bit screwed around a little bit. So we'll see what happens. We've got nearly 50 people live after literally 2 minutes. Get those likes up to 50 straight away. I'm going to do a shout out to all you guys in the live chat very, very soon. But first of all, Ishan, my man, how you doing?
I'm doing great, miss. It's exciting to wake up to every transfer news every day, right? It's getting exciting day by day. So yeah, today again it's a big day. Messi update, Lukaku, Kane, Aguero, and many more transfer rumors. So it's always exciting to talk about transfers. Let's get going, man.
100. Jordan was just saying Fabrizio Romano just tweeted. I just had a quick look. Press conference tomorrow. Lionel Messi will speak from Camp Nou. Oh wow, that's going to be very interesting. Maybe hopefully we can have a live stream straight after his press conference, which would be very, very interesting to see. Thank you so much, Jordan. Honestly, you do a massive job in the live chat to keep us all updated. The other thing that we want to talk about is I will play a clip sometime during this particular stream once we get a lot more people joining, maybe close to 200 people joining. There's a clip from Talk Sport about Lionel Messi, which will be very interesting for you guys to see. And I really need to talk about this because, there seems to be a little bit of disrespect towards Lionel Messi. I'll see what you guys have to say. All right, let's get straight into this. Oh, no, actually, no, I want to do a shout out before we get into this. First of all, Tokyo's, thank you so much for joining, saying no agreement on Messi. Yeah, there's no agreement, but I think PSG is just around the corner. Declan in Ireland, thank you so much for joining. Yusuf, always, you're here, my man. Thank you so much. Peter Callaway, thank you for joining. Sudarson's here. Football style, there is new news from Fabrizio on Jules Koundé. Yeah, there is, but it's pretty much where we were before. And Jules Koundé's news, I think, will heat up a lot more once the Lukaku situation is done. So we'll touch on it at that point. Brent Smith, thank you so much for joining, my man. Patik is here. Frederick is here. Justice is here. Tumo is here. Jordan, as I've said. Declared, my man, is here. Fox CFC is here. Jestek is here. This is so great to see. Aiden is here. NT Sako is here. Lancho. This is brilliant, guys. Look, let's get straight into this. We've got nearly 70 plus people. Let's get those likes up to over 70. Let's keep up with the number of people that have joined in and the likes. Get those ratios up, directly correlated to the channel's growth. These likes are very important, guys. And check out Ishan's socials as well in the description. We've got his Twitter and his Instagram. Follow him, guys, and follow me on Instagram as well. So I'm trying to build that particular platform. Okay. let's look at this straight away. I'm going to just bring up our first topic, which will be about Lionel Messi. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's developing. I mean, let's be honest, this is a huge transfer news that's going around at the moment. As we've said, this is the latest that has come up from Fabrizio Romano. Press conference tomorrow. Lionel Messi will speak from Camp Nou. Brilliant. It'll be amazing to see what Messi has to say. I think that will be either. I mean, look, Laporta has already put the nail on the coffin yesterday, but it will be interesting to see what Messi has to say as well. I think it'll be quite emotional. Imagine if Messi says, "No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at Barcelona." That would be absolutely pandemonium. But we'll see what happens. But Fabrizio Romano's latest tweet not that long ago, before that one on Messi, said, Lionel Messi and his father, Jorge, are waiting for Paris Saint-Germain's official contract proposal to arrive this weekend. In order to complete the agreement, Leo's open to accept. So Leo's open to accept. I think a lot of this is coming from the French journalist, I believe French, I think he's got Middle Eastern background as well, Algerian background, Mohamed Boufarsi, I think that's his name. So he knows a lot of this news. There was a stream between him and Fabrizio Romano yesterday. PSG are offering 35 million euros per year until 2023, plus option to extend until 2024. Okay, sorry, PSG are offering 35 million until 2023. So whatever that comes out to be per year, plus option to extend until 2024. I mean, Ishan, let's be honest. We spoke a little bit about this. There were some rumors in between that apparently Chelsea might be in for this. Apparently Roman has asked his hierarchies, has asked his, associates, advisors to try and get contact of Lionel Messi and see if we can table an offer. But it seems like by then it was a bit too late. The talks with PSG is quite advanced. I mean, Man City have ruled themselves out on this particular situation. They've gone for Jack Grealish. They look like they're focused on Harry Kane. There isn't any other clubs that are quite capable of pulling this off beside PSG. I mean, is that your opinion as well?
Yeah, it's correct. And Leo has to sign a PSG contract. He has to. I mean, there's no two ways about that. The worst part for Lionel Messi is he's got no other choice, right? Barcelona cannot come up with contract negotiations whatsoever. We've talked this about yesterday, the whole stream. There are. Barcelona have just given up, right? Just given up, and they cannot do anything, and very rightly so, according to all the rules and regulations of La Liga and La Liga's economic cost control concept, which we have discussed yesterday very briefly. Very rightly so, that this leaves Lionel Messi with no options but to just take the PSG contract, and it feels like it's only PSG who will come up with a contract. I don't think so. There's anybody who's approaching Messi. Just like you said, Man City was one of the targets, but Man City just got one number 10, their own number 10. And it's reported that, even Pochettino in an interview was asked whether if Messi comes, is that a sign of Mbappe leaving? We'll be talking about that a little bit later.
Interesting,
then, Pochettino said that no, they both can play together, and there are some rumors that I'm hearing that if Messi joins PSG, he'll take the number 19 shirt, so it'll be LM19 and not LM10.
I think that was his first jersey in Barcelona as well, apparently, wasn't it?
I think so. It was 30 first, then it was 19, and then it came to 10. So first the initial jersey was 30, then it was 19. So 19 was pretty much iconic from Messi. 19 was when he just, he was showing signs that he was a wonder boy and one of the best. So, and then number 10 is basically what he just owns that jersey. Probably Barcelona should definitely, retire that jersey number.
There's never going to be another. Can there be another Messi? He's an absolute alien. I don't know. I'm sure maybe not in our generation, maybe in the next generation. Who knows? We'll see. But let's talk a little bit about a couple of people, right? Pochettino. Yeah. Talk about he's hit the jackpot. 100% he has hit the jackpot, the lottery. He leaves Tottenham Hotspur, who are in absolute mud at the moment. They're in the Conference League. And he leaves that club and he goes to PSG and he has absolutely hit the lottery. Everything has fallen into place. He's got Mbappe there. He's got Neymar. I know you did say that if Messi comes in, Mbappe could have his future in doubt. And maybe he may play one more season and then he leaves on free next season anyway. But
Yeah.
I mean, Ishan, I want to showcase you some lineups that are possible in PSG and live chat. Have a look at some of these lineups. Let me know what your thoughts are. I mean, it will be crazy if these guys don't go ahead and win the Champions League. I mean, I have a feeling they'll still probably bottle it. You know, Pochettino. There is that Spurs blood in him, but then again, he's a very, very good manager, very good coach. As I said, has absolutely hit the lottery, the jackpot. Here are some lineups with Messi in PSG. Ishan, I want you to see how you feel about this. So 4-3-3 is the first one. You got Neymar up front, Mbappe leading the line, Messi on the right, Wijnaldum, Verratti, Paredes, Bernat, Marquinhos, Ramos, Hakimi, Donnarumma. Wijnaldum's another one. Obviously, we'll talk about Aguero, who feels betrayed. But Wijnaldum was going to Barcelona, didn't, has come to PSG, and now he feels lucky that he's got this particular man next to him all of a sudden. He should be joining. I think PSG is probably the only one that's capable, as we've already mentioned. But Ishan, what about this lineup, man? What do you think? And live chat as well. What do you think about this lineup, 4-3-3?
Oh my God, I'm having a headache already. this lineup is better than my current FIFA's lineup, man. This is people are saying it's not FIFA. It's already FIFA, and in fact, it's better than FIFA. Just look at this. I mean, can you imagine having a Neymar, Mbappe, Messi in one squad? And don't forget the fact that there is also the likes of Di Maria in the bench, Di Maria, Icardi, and Draxler. So many of these guys. Paredes is somebody that you've written. Oh my God! And so many people are in the bench. You know, high.
There's just
players.
attack, and it's a good balance. There's good attacking option, obviously, but there's good defensive options as well with Marquinhos, Ramos, Paredes, Verratti, and Wijnaldum. They are very good in defense as well. But the attacking
also the midfield is so balanced, man.
So balanced, man. Wijnaldum, Verratti, Paredes is so balanced. But Hakimi, Bernat, Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi, wow, that is proper firepower, man. I mean, literally, the opposition are just gonna get it straight up the, you know what I mean, up the yes. I mean, this is incredible.
And the fun part is, apart from Hakimi, they've not given a single money to anybody. Everybody is a free agent, and everybody.
Donnarumma free agent, Ramos free agent, Wijnaldum free agent, Messi's going to be free agent. It's just incredible. I can't believe this. By the way, Ishan, and the live chat as well. If they pull off Messi, this will go down as one of the best transfer windows from any club. Sergio Ramos free, Donnarumma free, Wijnaldum free, Messi free. I mean, Ishan, that's incredible, yeah?
Yeah, this is going down as the best transfer window for any football club in the history of football, you know, because this is mad. I mean, adding Messi adds, you know, cherry on top of cake. You cannot ask anything better than this. Anything. Yes, there are questions about if Mbappe would want to continue having on the fact that Messi is coming, but I don't think so. It should be a sign of worry. Just look at the way this formation is showing. It can fit perfectly. I'm not sure why Mbappe should be worried by any means. Messi will play where he plays at his best. Mbappe can definitely play in the center forward. Neymar can play where he plays. So the one who should be worried is Messi's Argentine counterpart, Di Maria. Di Maria's game time is in jeopardy. But I mean, Mbappe shouldn't be worried by any means.
100%. And we're going to show other formations where Di Maria is actually playing, which will be very interesting. Don't think that this is if you're worried about this lineup, wait till I show you some other lineups that they're cooking. Plamen is saying, Plamen Petrov, thank you so much for this comment. Ms, do you think that Mbappe can leave? And if he leaves, what are the Chelsea chances to sign him? Very interesting question, Plamen. Look, I don't think Chelsea will be going for him this season. He is going to be free next season, but I think his mindset is made up to Real Madrid. He's quite set on going there. It's very, very well documented at the moment. But yeah, I mean, as a free agent, Chelsea should put themselves out there next year if Mbappe does stay to see if we can lure him in. Can you imagine Lukaku up front with Mbappe where Timo Werner plays? They'll be just explosive for Chelsea Football Club. Honestly, they'll be absolutely explosive. But I think this will be very, very far-fetched, to be honest. I think Mbappe has got his mindset for Real Madrid. So that's the situation over there. Few people are asking Lukaku situation. Means we will talk about the Lukaku situation, Mohammed. Stick around for the whole show. We will have the updates on Lukaku. Jordan's been very kind showcasing the tweets. Those are the tweets that we will talk about. Meanwhile, let's check out this other formation. Messi at false 9. We have Neymar, Messi up top, Mbappe, Wijnaldum, Paredes, Bernard, Hakimi. Pretty much this one, but we've got Messi as false 9. So we won't go too much into detail. Back 3 is where it gets a bit interesting. Neymar, Mbappe up front, Messi as the 10, Verratti, Wijnaldum, Hakimi, Bernard, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Ramos, Donnarumma. This is quite solid as well. They've sacrificed a midfielder, which is Paredes, and they've got a back 3. And it's still very, very explosive, man. This is another very interesting formation. Thoughts, Ishan?
Yeah, and also this will bring out the best of Hakimi, because Hakimi in right back is going to be explosive. Also Bernard. I mean, this formation makes better sense than what you showed to me in the first instance, because also Messi at the current stage, if he plays in the as a number 10 or maybe a false 9, it'll also give opportunity for Neymar and Mbappe to actually progress front and allow Messi to give some good balls to these guys, and then these guys can definitely take the advantage of their pace, their dribbling abilities, and then have some clinical finishing. So actually this thing looks more solid, more rigid, and then look at the double pivot that they have, Verratti and Wijnaldum. You can't ask for anything better. This is the mixture of perfect balance for PSG as well, and also Pochettino. I mean, he's a good manager, so he'll definitely know how to play like this. But would he like to play in a back 3 rather than a back 4? That's a big question. But then if I was a manager of PSG, this was the formation that I'd go forward to.
Yeah, because it brings solid balance. Because if Hakimi and Bernard goes forward to assist with Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi, which they should, then you do need a bit of cover at the back. And people are talking about where's the off-the-ball work going to come from. Believe me, have a look at what Wijnaldum used to do for Liverpool. He did a lot of running for Liverpool. So, he'll be making sure that the defense is covered well with off-the-ball running and whatnot. And obviously, Verratti is very good as well off the ball. So that'll be very, very interesting. I think this is a very good formation as well. Gives them good defensive balance. Here is the last one, all-out attack. All-out attack is the formation. I never heard of this formation. This is called the all-out attack. This is called the madness formation. Let's get mad. And the formation goes something like this. Mbappe and Messi up front. Di Maria on the right, Neymar on the left, Verratti, Wijnaldum, Bernard, Marquinhos, Ramos, Hakimi. Oh my God, I think I am literally going to have a seizure right now. This is incredible. Ishan, Neymar from the left side, it looks like he's left mid, but it won't. He'll be further up. Di Maria on the right side.
Yeah, this is basically 4-2-2-2, if I'm not mistaken. The same formation
4-2-2-2.
Thomas Tuchel used to play when he was in PSG. So this also fits perfectly. And because, most of these guys would be acquainted to the 4-2-2 formation because they've already played with the likes of Neymar, Mbappe. They already know how to, gel up in this formation. So this also is looking so well balanced. But then who are we sacrificing here? Maybe one of the midfielders, is it?
We're sacrificing a midfielder, yeah. Essentially, what this is going to be, Ishan, is I think it will be 6 in the attack and 4 in defense. So Wijnaldum and Verratti and Marquinhos and Ramos, they'll literally stay in the middle. Wijnaldum and Verratti won't push up too much. They'll literally be the connectors in the midfield. Marquinhos and Ramos are very, very well-versed, experienced defenders that should be able to negate any sort of threat. And then you have Neymar, Di Maria, Mbappe, Messi, Bernard, Hakimi joining up and creating a 6 up front. My days. Oh my days.
Wow. And also off the ball, Neymar and Di Maria can, they have the pace, they have the sprinting ability. They can just drop back and help the help in the defense of the ball. Yes, Hakimi and Bernat are really, really good in ball recoveries as well. But then off the ball, there has to be the need of Di Maria and Neymar dropping back down and then helping in off the ball interceptions as well, right?
100% correct. 100% correct. Omotolani is saying, Miz, the lineups just get better and better. 100%, man. Declared is saying, man, crazy to think Icardi can't even make the starting lineup. This is it. It's so insane, this particular team. With Messi, Icardi might as well just say goodbye, to be honest, or as a backup, more or less. All right, now it's going to get interesting. I want to bring up a particular clip. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got over 160 live. Things are going to get very, very juicy right now. I will play a clip, but before we do that, 160 live, let's get the likes up to well over 100 straight away, guys. Straight away, push the likes up. The next clip is going to be tantalizing. And I want to hear from each and every one of you guys what you think about this clip, because I feel like too much of this notion seems to pop up every now and then, and we really need to put some perspective on this particular matter. So get those likes up to well over 100. It's just crossed 50. Let's get it up to well over 100, and share the video. Go on.
Miss, yeah, before you go into the next section, yes, there's Safiq Hilmi who says PSG will be a strong competitor for the Champions League. Forget about strong competitors. If they do not win the Champions League, they should probably close the club.
Yep.
They should shut down the club.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. No ways. Even if they don't sign Messi, right, they're already the number one competitors for Champions League.
100.
Make no mistakes about that. And adding Messi to it, oh, I'm getting a headache.
Yeah.
They should win. If they don't, just lock it.
As I said, Pochettino has hit the jackpot. Pochettino has literally hit the jackpot. Sayafiq, if PSG don't win the Champions League, honestly, it's criminal activity. That is a team that needs to win the Champions League. But I hope they don't. I hope they have to lock up their club, because it'll be embarrassing if they don't. But all right, we're gonna play this particular clip. It's a clip from TalkSport by Jermaine Beckford. If you guys all know, Jermaine Beckford used to play for, I believe, Everton. I think it was a backup striker over there. Every now and then, I think he played. I believe he was Everton. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Jermaine Beckford has some, unique things to say about Lionel Messi and Premier League. And I want to discuss this, and I want to see what you guys have to say. All right, I'm going to play this now.
I don't know.
Start from the top.
I'll be honest with you. To have the opportunity to watch Messi play in the Premier League week in, week out, dream come true moments. However, I don't know if he's going to be cut out for it every single week. He's 34 now. I know it's very controversial. It's very controversial. But I would have preferred to see him in his prime, say 3, 4, 5 years ago, to show the world exactly how great he is. We all know he's amazing, but if he did end up coming here, we kind of know it's for a payday a little bit. But I don't know.
I mean, Ishan, this guy, Jermaine Beckford, he would have liked to seen Messi come at his prime. We don't know how he would have been at that time. He thinks if Messi comes now, he's not going to be able to handle it. He thinks if he comes now, it'll be about the money. Let's be honest. Messi don't need a payday. Messi doesn't need a payday. Messi has enough money. He could literally retire now. The man was on 1.3 million euros a week at Barcelona for God knows how long. He has won everything. He has done everything. You think if he came at his prime at Premier League, what? And Jermaine Beckford was saying, he needed to come at his prime to prove himself and whatnot. What do you mean prove? He's literally proven what an unbelievable specimen this particular player is. He's not human. He's absolutely not human. And for you to say that if he comes now, he may not be playing well, he may struggle. Messi could come at 40 and I still think he'll bang in 25 goals in the Premier League. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Does Messi look like he's slowing down? He's 34 now. Does he look like he's slowing down? Watch how many goals did he score for Barcelona last season? Madness. Close to more than 30 plus goals or something like that. Close
Yeah,
to 40
30 plus
goals or
goals,
something.
30 plus goals. Yeah.
30 plus goals. He can, the way his physique is in a manner that he could possibly play till he's 40 and he's still going to be unbelievable. I mean, Ishan, I hear this too many times. Oh, if Messi comes to the Premier League, he's not going to be that great. He's not going to be able to handle it. How's he going to handle the night, that cold night at Stoke City? I mean, literally, he will put a bamboo stick up, all of those Stoke City players if he ever goes there. I'm telling you right now, he will literally kill it. Try and stop Messi. He loves it. People underestimate Messi's strength. He's very, very good. His balance is extremely good. And the way he dribbles past everyone, I think he will literally kill the Premier League. If he was to come to the Premier League, he would have killed it. But Sean, what's your thoughts, man?
No, 100%, man. It's a shame. It's a shame the way the way he pointed out fingers on Messi, and especially with that payday or a paycheck comment. I mean, for Christ's sake, 1.3 million per week. 1.3 million per week. Can you even calculate that? I mean, for Christ's sake, it's 1.3 million. Not in a year, not in a month, in a week. 1.3 and the guy who just commented, Beckford, I'm not sure if he does, or if he does if he's seen 1.3 million in a week. I mean, 1.3 million in a whole year.
In a whole year, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, not sure. So I mean, it's absolutely foolish to speak about Messi like that. There are many debatable topics that we can come up with, but it's of no use. It's of no use. If you're saying Messi passes prime, it will not be for Premier League. Messi wouldn't have even stabbed his fingers out of Barcelona in his prime. Why would he? Because that's the club he thrives for. It's his own club, right? Barcelona is like Messi's like Barcelona. Barcelona is like Messi. He wouldn't have stepped out in his prime anyway. So I mean, there are many debates that not just for Messi, even for Ronaldo. People come out and just throw topics to have a debate on, but it's senseless. And just like you said, I mean, if Messi would have come in Premier League, he would have ripped apart all the low blocks team. There wouldn't have been any low block. He would have ripped it apart.
I mean, Jesse Lingard was killing it in West Ham, and we are doubting Messi.
Exactly. Oh my days.
I mean, yeah, I can see some of the live chat saying that he is slowing down, but he's still Messi. Yes, maybe he's not as quick as he used to be, but he's still very quick, and he's still dribbling, dancing past players. His shots, try and save some of his shots. Free kicks as well.
Free kicks.
The assist.
And
imagine if he went.
Go on.
Ishan, imagine if he went to Man City, man. Imagine he went to Man City.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my days. Pep Guardiola would have been back with that tiki-taka at his prime, and Messi would have. Oh my! It would have been good for us football fans to witness. You know what I mean? To witness those things back, those days back. Although I don't like Man City by any chance, not even a bit. But then Messi and Pep Guardiola combining together and bringing out that flair again would have been a pleasure to watch. Nonetheless, I mean, it's a vague comment, absolutely vague comment, and we shouldn't be dwelling on that by any means. It's all hypothesis that we're talking about. If Messi comes in Premier League, if this, if that. Just leave it alone. Whatever Messi's done at Barcelona, nobody can do in any clubs. Any clubs, any team, any league.
No Champions League as well. What he's done in the Champions League, I mean,
100%.
He's played against some top clubs, and I don't think many can. I mean, back in the prime time, during the prime Messi time, he was literally single-handedly battering, the likes of Manchester City, Bayern Munich, PSG. I mean, some big clubs. He was literally single-handedly hammering some of the El Clasicos. He single-handedly won them.
Exactly.
So for people to doubt Messi that he will not cut it in the Premier League, I mean, that's insane. I still think at the age of 34, he would kill it in the Premier League. I still 100%. Think even after
very
PSG...
important point that you made, Miss, very important point, very quickly, is the Champions League. When he's faced many English teams in his Champions League career with Barcelona. But the way you said, it's very correct that single-handedly he has beaten so many teams, so many English teams. And when you're beating Champions League teams, I mean Champions League English teams, for example, Man United, Chelsea, he has defeated, also Man City, Liverpool. It shows that when you can single-handedly win games against these top teams of Premier League, I mean, if this man comes in Premier League, you cannot imagine what he could do with all the mid-table and low-table teams. I mean, he would have ripped them apart.
I mean, honestly, I can't believe it. Live chat, let me know what you guys think. If Messi ever came to the Premier League and say he joined Manchester City, how do you think he would have gone? How many goals do you think Messi would have scored in the Premier League if he played for either City or Chelsea or, I don't know, even a Man United or a Liverpool? How many goals do you think Messi would have scored? Let me know, because I feel like Messi would have easily scored 20. Easily 20 goals. I mean, there are some teams in the Premier League that are not that great defensively, and I think Messi would have absolutely ripped them apart. And the assist numbers would have been high as well. So I would love to see Marcus Rashford saying 30 plus goals. Honestly, I don't think that's that's far-fetched at all. I think that's probably bang on. A lot of people are saying 20 plus, 25 plus. Yeah, there you go. My goodness. Jermaine Beckford. I can't believe what you just said, my man. Shingo is saying 35 goals, assist plus assist guaranteed. There you go, man. Absolutely bang on. All right. I want to now take this particular story because this Messi story has impacted on a few other players. And we want to touch base on some of these players right now. Well, one in particular, it has very much impacted. Guys, let's get the likes up to well over 100. We're very close to 70 likes. We've got 234 people live right now. It's buzzing. We're enjoying this. You guys are enjoying this. Stick around. There will be many updates about Romelu Lukaku and Harry Kane as well. So stick around for that and get those likes up to well over 100. Check out Ishan's socials and my socials as well, especially the Instagram. See if you guys can follow me on Instagram. All right, Ishan, there's one particular player in this whole Messi chaos has really got hurt. And I want to bring this particular article out and I want to really talk about this because I feel like he's been done dirty. He's been done dirty badly. So let's bring this up. And that particular player, ladies and gentlemen, is Sergio Aguero. So this guy, he wasn't getting any more minutes at Man City. It was finished, obviously. Pep Guardiola, we also, was crying right at the end, didn't want this guy to go. But anyway, whatever the case is, he's gone. And he signed a contract literally the day after when the Premier League season was finished. I think it was the day after or the couple of days after. And he had the Barcelona jersey on and he signed up for Barcelona. Obviously, then Ishan very eloquently explained everything to us yesterday, how the financial crisis at Barcelona that they're facing, that's why they can't re-sign Messi. And that's why they still can't register players like Aguero and Memphis Depay. But one player, which is Aguero, is very hurt with this Messi situation. And I want to showcase this to you. Angry Aguero wants to leave Barca after Messi departure. Now, I mean, I don't know how legitimate this story is, but I think there is some truth to it. Sergio Aguero is angry with FC Barcelona for not renewing the contract of Lionel Messi and could try and force a way out of the Catalan club. The Spanish Giants had promised Aguero that he would play with Messi at Barcelona, but it was confirmed on Thursday that the 34-year-old was unable to stay at the club due to financial and structural obstacles. Aguero reportedly feels betrayed by his new club and his lawyers are reviewing the terms of his contract at Camp Nou. This is according to Catalonia outlet Betev. Yeah, so this is quite straight up Catalonia outlet, who claimed to have broken the news of Aguero joining Barca 4 months before it was confirmed. So obviously they've got some inside details. The 33-year-old's future with the La Liga outfit is looking bleak at this moment in time, and he could now request to leave. I mean, Ishan and the live chat as well. Let us know. This is something unbelievable. What has happened here? Absolutely dirty. What happened to Sergio Aguero? But Ishan, this is not fair on Aguero. I mean, we were talking about this off-where that he literally could have gone many other places. Maybe could have got a nice payday at MLS. Maybe even could have gone to Saudi Arabia for a big payday over there. I mean, there wasn't much really to prove besides the fact that he needed to win the Champions League, and that's probably why he wanted to go to Barcelona and join Messi to see if they can win the Champions League. I mean, now Messi's not going to be there, and Aguero is like, what about I joined for this player, now this player can't, like, enough, I'm out of here. I mean, what do you think about this, man?
You know, Aguero, especially because he's such a good friend of Messi, and also Memphis Depay coming in and Eric Garcia coming in. They've all taken the names of Lionel Messi. And whenever I think about now Messi leaving and these three guys with their ravishing statements about joining Barcelona and playing alongside Messi, this one meme song, which comes to my mind is like, oh no. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Especially for Aguero, man. I can't help. I mean, it's very funny. He should have known. He should have known Barcelona are in a mud, right?
You know what? He should have done his homework. He should have seen that they were in a mud. Like, it doesn't take that someone so smart to realize that they were financially in a lot of strife when Aguero was talking to them.
Yeah, Miss deeply digging into this whole scenario, right? Messi had his own high wages, or he was quite well aware of this La Liga's economic cost concept and Barcelona's wage structure getting above that, right? So basically, he knew the fact that he had to get a wage cut, right, for the next season, and he agreed for the wage cut, and maybe that's why Barcelona gave him a 5-year contract instead of a 2-year contract, agreeing on the fact that Barcelona would be paying Messi for 5 years, although Messi will be playing for Barcelona for 2 years, right? That was the agreement of the contract, and that's exactly what the contract would have been if Messi would have signed the contract. Now, Messi was well versed with this whole wage structure and this La Liga's cost control concept and everything. Messi should have warned his friend, right? That Aguero, listen, you're coming here, it's a free transfer, fine. Memphis Depay is coming here, it's a free transfer, fine. Even Eric Garcia is coming here, he's a free transfer, fine. But you're not playing here for free. You'll be definitely taking wages, right? Aguero is taking some wages, Depay is taking some wages, Garcia is taking some wages. So it adds up to the wage budget, right? You cannot escape from that. That's what we talked about yesterday, that the transfer budget can be, diminished, can be regulated, but the wage budget cannot. It keeps on adding up. If you add new players, it keeps on adding up. And that's exactly what happened, Aguero came in, the wage structure added up, Depay, and same as Garcia. So basically, now it's more like Barcelona have signed these 3 new players, right? And they have to keep these 3 new players, knowing the fact that they are a free negotiation, and they won't get this opportunity to sign these 3 players in free, right? So Barcelona have to keep them. Now, despite of having the wage cut for all these 3 players also came in Barcelona and saw the fact that, listen, we have to have a wage cut or else this club is going in a mud. So these 3 players also agreed on a wage cut. Despite having an agreement in the wage cut, it was like these 3 players could fit their wage structure somehow, and Messi could not. That's why Messi had to leave. That's why in few weeks ago we were hearing about Barcelona being unable to register for Depay, Aguero, and Garcia, right? Unable to register. That's exactly what we all meant. That Messi was when Messi was there in that wage budget and he had occupied, Barcelona could not register these 3 players. As soon as Messi finishes his contract, that means there is some space to register to occupy the wage budget space that Messi left. Adding these 3 players would occupy that wage budget, and Messi would have left alone. That's exactly what happened now. Messi is left alone, and these 3 players, along with the pay cut, they being able to adjust somehow, some way in the Barcelona wage structure and that mess of the structure that they have. So I mean, it's a very critical situation, and maybe Aguero should have known this before signing for Barcelona. And
Should have done his research. Should have done his research.
Sure.
Really,
And
he
also,
should have.
they've gone for a pay cut, right? It's not that they're going there and they're very happy with their wages that they are getting.
Yeah.
It's a pay cut.
Aguero is not going to get paid what he used to get paid at Man City.
Exactly.
He literally went there. I'm pretty certain he went there for Messi, and now Messi's not there. He thought, it would have been a good experience playing with his countrymen, playing for Barcelona. Maybe they can get one more last chance at the Champions League, and it's all absolutely fell apart in front of his face. This particular question here is very interesting from VJ. Ishan, let's explore this a little bit. Can Aguero just leave since Barca haven't registered him yet? Ms., please explain the situation. I mean, if the stories are true, and looks like it's coming from the Catalan outlet who broke the Aguero story as well 4 months ago, that he was in negotiations with Barcelona. So obviously they've got some inside knowledge about Aguero and his situation. And they're stating that Aguero is in talks with his lawyers to get out of this. He's not registered. So I can't see how you can't pull out of it, Ishan. I mean, I don't know the full ins and outs. Maybe there may be a penalty or something that he may have to pay, but he'll probably be very happy to pay that. Few people were saying, he may be looking to go to PSG, maybe even play for free over there. I mean, I don't know whether PSG will be able to do that, but once again,
Also, the interesting part is, Miss, this is a free agent, right? It's a free transfer. So Barcelona has absolutely no negotiations with Man City whatsoever, right? If it was money transfer, some sort of transfer fee was added in this negotiation, then there was a question that there would be some conflict if Aguero wanted to leave immediately. But Man City, Aguero left Man City as a free agent, as a free transfer. He came to Barcelona, so there's no sort of money negotiations with Man City. Barcelona just got this guy for free. Same goes with Depay, and same goes with Eric Garcia. So basically, I think so. It won't be that complicated for Aguero to come out. You know what I mean? Also knowing the fact that he has not registered, right? Or Barcelona are finding it difficult to register this guy.
Because they're still in a mess. Barcelona's still in a financial mess. Even with letting Messi go, they're still in a bit of a mess with their wages. So maybe they could come to a mutual agreement and say, all right, Aguero, we can't pay you anyway, so just go on. And someone like PSG, if they do let go of some of their other players, maybe Icardi or whoever else, maybe they could take up someone like Aguero as a free again. That would be mad. I have seen, Eshan, previously cases where either player has joined or managers have joined, and literally after a few days they've gone. I mean, recently we saw Gattuso, didn't we? He agreed to join. Which club was it, Gattuso, that he joined, and then he left literally like 3 days later? Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Gattuso joined Fiorentina, and literally 4 days later he left. So these sort of things can happen. I'm pretty sure I've seen players do the same thing as well, where a player was taken in and then literally a month later the player was sold off elsewhere. This question here is very, very interesting. Sorry, this comment here is very interesting as well from CJ. Thank you so much for this particular comment. Same as Harry Kane, Aguero should have had something written in his contract as a get-out clause, because it was obvious there was problems prior to signing. Grealish had his contract spot on at Villa. You know what, Ishan? Big shout out to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, you would have seen that video, ladies and gentlemen. You guys would have seen that video from the Aston Villa CEO explaining the whole matter, how the whole Jack Grealish situation happened. Jack Grealish told Aston Villa when they came for the contract extension that I'm happy to extend the contract, but I need to have something in the clause that if a Champions League club comes in, then I'm allowed to go. And then Aston Villa said, okay, we agree, but you will have a buyout clause of 100 million. So if anyone does want to buy you, they need to pay 100 million, which would be the British record, to take you off us. So that's why, Man City triggered that, and they got Jack Grealish, and Aston Villa really can't do anything about it. I think this is very, very smart, Ishan. Don't you think that maybe Aguero should have known that if this is the case, if this ever happens financially, you guys are unable to do this, then I want to get out of this particular contract. Similarly with Harry Kane as well, he should have had something in his contract to state that if a Champions League club comes in, then I can go. What's your thoughts? Do you think in the future more of these bigger sort of players should have contracts like that play for like like a mid-table or a lower team? Do you think they should have contracts like that?
Yeah, definitely, and very good question by CJ again. I mean, this whole Barcelona situation and the financial crisis should be an eye opener for majority of the players. You know, before signing a contract, they should be very aware of everything, not just the club's current. I mean the next club's position, but also the league in which they are playing, the whole financial situation, and everything. You know, I think so. A player they are starting to develop I mean contracts, and they are getting very aware of the situation. Just look at Jack Grealish, the way he demanded his contract to have an exit clause if a Champions League club approaches. So yeah, that's really smart, and I think so. Every player now should take this a lesson, looking at this whole Barcelona situation, that you should get to estimate the amount of mess they are if the president of the club comes out and says that we don't have that there is a financial instability in the club, and there is a whole crisis that we are not being able to sign Messi, and also a little bit of blame here and there to La Liga's whole concept, but then that's fine. But then the thing is, every player should have the whole situation analyzed. There are more examples, Miss. If let's say for example, Jovic and Real Madrid, he's not getting his gaming time that he'd want, and he's in Real Madrid, so I'm not sure if he's definitely liking his position in Real Madrid at this point of time, because he's not getting any gaming time. He definitely would have wanted to play at his maximum potential, get the gaming times that he deserves, and maybe he would have wanted out of Real Madrid. We all know that it's a dream to play in Real Madrid for many players, and then for him also. But then there's a thing called development. I mean, if you don't play, how you're going to get developed, right? So again, he also should have thought about something like that. But then yes, I mean, it depends from one individual to another. Talking about Aguero's situation, he should have definitely have a search on that. But then I think so, Miz, the whole Messi factor was the driving force in this negotiation with Aguero joining Barcelona. It was.
It has to be. It has to be. I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have chosen Barcelona. I know. I think I saw declared say, where else could he have gone anyway? It's still a good move. I honestly don't think he would have chosen Barcelona if Messi wasn't there.
True. Exactly.
Literally, I mean, as I said, he's 34. He could have gone for a payday at one of the Saudi Arabian clubs or MLS. I mean, I think he wanted to go to Barcelona specifically for Messi, and also the fact that maybe they could have one final chance at getting that Champions League. Because, I mean, why Barcelona then? Why Barcelona? Could have even gone back to Atletico Madrid. I think Atletico Madrid probably has a better chance to win the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Than Barcelona. So there would have been many other opportunities. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 250 people live. Smash the like button. We're literally about 14 likes away from 100. Let's get it to 100 straight away. We're going to talk about the Harry Kane situation and then go to Lukaku, where we'll spend a bit of time. So don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, the people that are asking for Lukaku news, we'll get to that. It's in a very advanced situation anyway, so we'll let you know exactly where it stands. But right now, we want to talk a little bit about Harry Kane, which has become a very, very interesting situation. Shout out to Advaid as well. I can see him in the live chat. He's saying Barca president used Messi to win the elections and then used Messi to pull some players. And now that he's gone, it's all shambles. Yeah, absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. All right. Let's check this out about Harry Kane tweeted this. Let's bring this up. Harry Kane tweeted this yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very interesting. Obviously, he's copped a lot of hate in the public with his fan base. And I really want to talk deeply about this with Ishan and the live chat as well. Just to see what you guys have to say about this, because I feel like here's another situation where the clubs, they should know this guy, he's too good for this club. They really should know he's too good for this club, and they should just basically, submit and get the money. I think Man City is offering somewhere around 100 million. And they should really think about this 100 million. That's a lot of money. I feel like that's a decent amount of money. Harry Kane is probably at his prime as well in terms of age. But at the same time, there's injury issues too. I don't think he's ever completed a full season injury-free. So you do need to consider that. And Spurs playing hardball where, a player like Harry Kane should not be playing in the Conference League. Just should not be playing in the Conference League. He deserves to play at a higher level. For God's sake, he's England's captain as well. So it's unbelievable. So this is what he tweeted yesterday. It's almost 10 years since I made my Spurs debut. For every one of those years, you, the fans, have shown me total support and love. That's why it hurts to read some of the comments that have been made this week questioning my professionalism. While I won't go into the specifics of the situation, I want to clarify that I would never and have never refused to train. I will be returning to the club tomorrow as planned. So that he's talking about today. So he's meant to be coming back today. So we'll see what happens in the media. I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize the relationship I have with the fans who have given me such unwavering support during my time with the club. This has always been the case as it is today, Harry. Live chat and Ishan as well. Let me know, because I don't know if I completely believe him here. I think he was set to come back, and he was trying to pull a case where he wanted to force the club to sort of submit to Man City's demands. And I'll show you guys soon what Pep Guardiola had to say as well. Pep was saying that they are interested in Harry Kane, but they can't do anything if Spurs are not willing to negotiate. Ishan, what's your thoughts, man? I feel like he knew why he was missing the training, even though he's trying to say that it was planned that he's coming this week today to training. But I feel like there's some bluff here.
Yeah, first of all, it's crystal clear that Man City wants Harry Kane. It is crystal clear now. They've signed Jack Grealish, they want Harry Kane, and they have been contacting Tottenham Hotspurs for Harry Kane, and they've contacted multiple times. Now, the situation is kind of tricky because Pep Guardiola comes out and says that Tottenham Hotspurs are not in the mood of negotiation by any means. And here comes Harry Kane and says that he won't talk about the insights or the nitty-gritties of this whole situation. So it's crystal clear, and even Nuno has said in his post-match interview that he wouldn't be talking about this in public. So that means there's definitely a problem, first of all. And next, this has been, I'm not sure what Tottenham is doing, but they are trying to hang this out of nowhere. They're just keeping this whole situation hanging, and I can't find the reason why. This player has been trying to get out of your club for 2-3 years or so now, right? And
Ishan, do they really think they can keep him? I don't understand. They literally have nothing to offer Harry Kane. Conference League, for God's sake.
Exactly. Oh,
they need to get real, right?
Yeah, that is a shame. And it's quite evident that they're forcing him to stay. It's quite evident. We've seen in the documentary as well in Amazon that there were talks of him leaving, and he eventually went up and stayed because Daniel Levy wanted him to stay, and he was not hearing for any sort of negotiation for any transfer from any clubs. That's the worst part. And Tottenham are absolutely being foolish here, because this is the best opportunity to sell Harry Kane and grab £100 million at least for Harry Kane. And City were giving £100 million to Harry Kane. Let's be honest here. City were agreed on giving, they were ready. They were absolutely ready to give £100 million to Harry Kane. But then, Tottenham Hotspur comes up and says, we want £150 million for Harry Kane. And City maybe were trying to negotiate. Maybe they were saying that maybe not 150, maybe we can sell for 120. I'm just giving an example here. Maybe we can sell for 120 or 125 here. But Tottenham Hotspur are not even listening to anything. So that's the thing. Tottenham here are being foolish, and also we've seen big players in Tottenham. We've seen Luka Modric, we've seen Gareth Bale, and now we're seeing Harry Kane. They've all wanted to leave, and even Harry Kane wants to leave because they know that, yes, they are player of the highest caliber, but the team is not being formed around them. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
there was a Gareth Bale once at the time in Tottenham Hotspur, he was not treated as a world class there, and the team was not improved around him. There were no more additions to the team. There were no more world class additions to the team that would complement Gareth Bale, or maybe a Luka Modric, or now maybe a Harry Kane. Now, having Harry Kane in your team, you have already the likes of Son Heung-min, who's one of the best players in Premier League. But then you're not improving your other departments. Your defense is in a spliff. You're not sure what's happening in your defense. Your midfield is going crazy. So if you realize the fact that there is a world class player in your squad and you want to keep him, there's no harm in keeping that world class player, but you need to show signs of improvement in the other departments as well to complement that world class player. You can't have a Harry Kane in your team and have a Eric Dyer in the defense. It is absolutely crazy. I mean, if you want Harry Kane to be there in your squad for a long term, and you've promised and you've made him sign a long term contract, what it was, a 6 or a 7 year deal.
Yeah, I think a 6-year contract. Yeah.
And you're playing an Eric Dyer in the defense and a Doherty. I mean, you are a foolish of a club. If you don't know how to improve your team around that world-class player, you better sell that world-class player for 150 million euros or maybe 100 million pounds, near about that, and just take the money and do whatever you want to do. But at least don't spoil the life of that world-class player. He wants to win things, and you're not going to win it anyway.
And here's the other thing as well, Hisham. When a club sees that a player is upset, doesn't want to be around the football club anymore. I mean, Harry Kane said it at the end of last season that he wants to win trophies now. He feels like it's the right time for him to win trophies. And he was hinting that he wants to get out of this football club, right?
Yeah.
He's done whatever he could. He made it to the Champions League final, couldn't do it over there. He got to the Carabao Cup final, couldn't do it over there. I mean, for a footballer of his caliber, the time is very important. It is slowly running down, and then one more injury and you just don't know what can happen, right? He's a phenomenal striker. I would have loved to have seen him come to Chelsea if we were able to do the deals with them, but they don't want to do any business with us. Very happy we're getting Lukaku, no problems. But what is Spurs' expectation, Ishan? Are they really wanting to keep this player when he's unhappy? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. How can you keep an unhappy player? Like, how will they give you 100% week in, week out?
Yeah.
And Nuno Santo Espirito, he's just come in. He doesn't want that type of a vibe within the playing base. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And this is a huge question. Everybody's confused. Even the Tottenham fans are confused what their club is thinking at this point of time, because even they know and they believe that Harry Kane deserves to win trophies and then go somewhere else, maybe a bigger club than them. But then there's the thing. I mean, what else can be the reason for Tottenham to be so stubborn keeping Harry Kane? Do they want to win things? I mean, Harry Kane was here for what, a decade now? Have you won anything? No. So that's the simple fact. Just keeping a Harry Kane doesn't make you a winner, doesn't make you get a silverware. You need to have a whole team to win something. It's not Harry Kane who is going to win you the
good
things.
defense, good
team.
midfield, the lot. Yeah.
You've got a world class keeper. Let's say Hugo Lloris is a world class keeper, and you've got a world class striker, Harry Kane. These two guys are loyal to your club. You should be thankful to it. And you've got the opportunities of so many transfer windows. You could have made your team a world class, and you've done nothing. You're playing Eric Dyer in defense. I mean, what are you trying to prove? I mean, this really creates a confusion. Why are you keeping Harry Kane at this point of time? You could have easily sold him, take the money, and do whatever you want to do. But if you're keeping him and saying that you want to make your performance better, that means you realize that if this guy leaves, then you're getting top 6, you might get out of top 10. You have that fear. and it's evident. If this guy leaves, what, 20-25 goals, 15 plus assists, gone. Who's going to do that? Who's going to do that? No, they're absolutely on a split.
Didn't Harry Kane last season win the Golden Boot and the
Golden Boot, most assists?
And most assists as
and
well.
golden boot. Yeah.
My
See,
days.
and,
My
and
days.
this is just single guy doing everything, miss. Not just
Yeah.
the goals, but also the assists, winning them things, winning them crucial matches. If this guy leaves, congratulations on Son's extended contract. I don't know what Son was on signing that contract, but then still,
Son screwing
congratulations on
himself
that.
as well. Son is
He's
screwing
himself.
himself.
No
Yeah.
ambitions to win at anything. I
Yeah.
mean, he's been there for a long term, and he knows the fact that if this club is not winning, this club is gonna play a conference league next season, and then he's signing a new contract. I'm not sure, but then congratulations to Spurs. They've managed to make him sign a new contract. But Harry Kane, I mean, it's high time he should have left, and I'm not sure. Again, the thing here is, Miz, as we conclude, the club has the power, right? The club has the power.
Yeah.
If the club wants to keep him,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I mean,
whatever happens, he'll keep.
I don't know exactly how many years he's got in his contract, but I think he does have quite a bit of years left because he did sign a long-term contract. So you're right. The club has the power. I'll get to the super chat very soon. VJ Saravanan is saying, there's a very interesting comment. In my opinion, what's wrong in Spurs asking more than 100 million for their best player ever? 120 million at least. Yeah, sure. There's nothing wrong, but you need to also understand this is a player that doesn't want to be with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like the Erling Haaland situation where Haaland was okay. If I stay, I stay. I've got the buyout clause next season, I'll leave. He's smart. Erling Haaland's smart. He put himself a buyout clause there. So that's why he wasn't bothered. It was not like that he was desperate to leave. He can leave next season. Whereas in this situation, there needs to be a mutual agreement. I mean, you have Spurs, you're absolutely right, Saravanan. It's a big asset for them. They want to keep him. But you do need to respect what the player is saying as well. The player has given everything to the football club. It's not like he's come in here for 2 seasons and now he wants to leave. The player literally, as Ishan was saying, might have been here for about 7-10 years, maybe more. I don't know. Probably at least 10 years because he started from a very young age. So there has to be some negotiation. They need to sit down and go, okay, fine, we'll let you go. And Harry Kane said, you need to consider anything around 100 million. Let's be honest. I think he's about 100 million as well. If we are getting Lukaku at prime for about 95 million pounds, I think Harry Kane at 100 is quite decent. Fine. Spurs can say, give us 105. Extra 5 million. Put some add-ons and whatnot. You can be fancy with these sort of things. They should really strike a deal here because it just makes no sense to keep a player that is unhappy. And similarly, it's going to happen with Declan Rice as well, I'm pretty sure. If West Ham are too strong in keeping this player, they're going to lose the value of the player as the contract runs down. And then they're not going to get the amount of money that they think they will. And then eventually, the player is just going to go for maybe 40 million pounds because he'll just literally run down the contract. So these clubs need to be smart. West Ham are not going to be able to keep Declan Rice. Simple as that. Similarly, Spurs are not going to be able to keep Harry Kane. So they need to be smart. Let's have a quick look at this super chat from VJ. Then we're going to talk about Lukaku straight after this. Let's get the likes up to well over 200. We've got 242 people live right now. Let's get those likes up straight away, guys. And if you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. We're very close to 7,000. It's not even funny. We are close to 6.7K, 6,700 subscribers. We're literally about 300 odd away from 7,000, which is going to be unbelievable because this is probably the quickest 1,000 that this channel is about to reach. So if you're here for the first time, subscribe, make sure. VJ is saying, how would it be possible for PSG to manage the wage structure and FFP if they sign Messi? It's going to be a FIFA All-Star team. This is the thing, VJ. It already is a FIFA All-Star team. And a lot of people kind of say, oh, this is not FIFA. This is not FIFA. Literally, there are clubs out there playing FIFA. How would it be possible for PSG to manage the wage structure? Here's the thing. La Liga, as very well explained by Ishan yesterday, have a financial fair play and an economic structure that you need to maintain your wages and your budget similarly. French Ligue 1, they don't have that. There is no financial fair play. There is no economic structure, so you can pretty much do whatever. And financial fair play from the European side of things from UEFA is relaxed for this season at least. I don't know what's going to happen because of the pandemic, because they've realized that owners do need to inject money because clubs will make a loss. So it'll be very difficult to justify the financial fair play. The whole ideology about financial fair play, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just in layman's term, is over a 3-year span, you can't incur consecutive losses. You can have a loss, but then you need to follow it up with some profitability as well. You can't be running a club at a loss for more than 3 years. So if you have a loss in 2019, if you have a loss in 2020, you better be having a profitability in 2021. Because if you have another loss in 2021, then your club's going to be in trouble. You will get penalized. You will get penalty. There will be no transfer budget. Our one wasn't because of the financial fair play. Our one was we signed illegally some young players and put them in our academy. That was our issue. But Man City was literally getting done. Not specifically for this as well. They were getting done for, I think their wage bills or whatnot. I could be wrong here, but they were getting done.
The transfer budget.
The transfer budget, yeah. So financial fair play has many implications, but it shouldn't be affecting PSG this time around. That's why they're paying immense wages. But if ever down the track, Ligue 1 thinks about putting a domestic sort of financial fair play and a financial structure where they can't just go out and do all of this stuff that PSG is doing, then yes, there could be trouble, but I doubt they will do that because at the moment they are trying to attract more fans to French Ligue 1 and they're doing that through PSG. So, Ligue 1 realizes that PSG's ability to pull all these big players is helping out the whole league. So that's why they're getting away with it at the moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to talk about Romelu Lukaku, some updates on him. As I said, 264 people live still. Let's get those likes up to well over 200 straight away, guys. Let's get the parties rolling. We will look at some of these tweets now. Let me see what Fabrizio had to say. I think he had to say something as well. All right, here we go. All right. So latest from Fabrizio Romano, which was literally about 12 hours ago. He said, Chelsea are confident to complete Lukaku deal in the next few days. Final bid to be submitted. New contacts scheduled during the weekend. Inter want money and no players included. 12 million per season salary offer to Lukaku. No Messi talks. Chelsea focused on Romelu Lukaku. So forget about Messi. That's not happening. I do want to bring out some tweets from PYS, as PYS has been covering the whole transfer very, very well. And it's very interesting, some of the things that he's got here. Romelu Lukaku's sale is now imminent. Inter Milan are targeting Zapata and Dzeko as replacement. I think this is very important as well for us to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that yes, they are in negotiations with Lukaku, and Lukaku has made it quite obvious that he wants to join Chelsea now. This is coming straight from Di Marzio. But at the same time, Inter Milan, they need to replace him. So we could possibly see, as soon as Inter ties something up with Zapata or Dzeko, whoever else, then we will see also consequently a Lukaku situation happen. Maybe all of that happens all simultaneously. So it is important that Inter Milan does find a replacement. We've got here, it's now only a matter of time before Romelu Lukaku becomes a new Chelsea player. Di Marzio Sky. That's it from me today. More updates come. So PYS was doing a madness with this. And the latest that's come up on this particular news is Marina and Inter are 5 million away from Lukaku. She's offering 110 million euros into 120, but there could be a compromise of 115. This is from Sky Sports. And it goes on to say, Lukaku has asked Inter Milan not to be in the squad tomorrow because he wants to join Chelsea. More conference calls between Marina and Inter today to close the deal cash only. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are. Obviously, I can see the hashtag here, Lukaku, Romback. It's fantastic to see. I personally think this will happen, hopefully by end of tomorrow, early Monday. Ishan, this is another similar case that is happening where finally now the player is also willing to leave the football club Inter Milan. He's Alfredo Pedulla, who seems to be on top of this particular news. He's saying that Lukaku has apparently asked Inter Milan not to include him into the squad for tomorrow's game. I mean, when you hear these sort of things coming up, surely there shouldn't be any last-minute hiccup here anymore. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think so. It's we can consider this as a done deal. I think so. It's now way above all the speculations and allegations. I think so. There's almost a done deal. Behind the doors, it must be a done deal. The only thing that concerns me is the Inter fans are getting crazy. They're getting very mad at this.
By the way, are there any articles? Can we bring up some articles, Ishan?
Yeah, you can. Maybe you can just make a Google search.
Should I just Google Inter fans?
Yeah.
Inter Milan fans angry over Lukaku. Yeah, because there is apparently, as you said, there is some issues around Inter. Okay, understand the fans' rage. Inter Milan fans upset over Chelsea Lukaku attempt. Let's bring this up. Let's see what this has to say 3 days ago. Okay, let's bring this up, ladies and gentlemen. Ferry, Inter Milan fans upset over Chelsea Lukaku attempt. Former Inter Milan defender Riccardo Ferri says fans are upset over the prospect of Romelu Lukaku leaving. The centre forward, so crucial in last season's Serie A title triumph, is subject of an offer from former club Chelsea. Ferri told Interista, I believe that there are people in Inter who are competent in the matter who do not invent things outside the logic overnight. We are following a line of safeguarding the economic, land and financial aspects, and certain choices can be painful, but they do so as part of the path to look at 360 degrees. I don't know if Chelsea is a concrete offer, but the fans are in turmoil and it's normal. Lukaku has been identified as a leader in what he does and off the pitch. Personally, I hope he can stay. The English are masters of the market for obvious reasons that we all know. Some figures are exaggerated strongly, but football has taught us that when it seems that everything goes out, someone comes and puts on the plate the millions needed to buy a player. I mean, Ishan, it's quite natural that the Inter fans are quite upset because he was literally directly correlated for them winning a Scudetto after a very, very long time when it was really monopolized by Juventus.
Yeah, he's a huge player for Juventus. For Inter Milan. He's won things there. He's won big things there, and he's changed the whole complexion of the team. Out of sudden, Inter Milan is with the likes of Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez, looked as a team who can actually make a good challenge in the European Championships. So, Lukaku made this team believe that not just in Scudetto but also in Champions League they can go forward and they're a big team. And now Lukaku living in this, they've already seen Inter fans. They've already seen Hakimi leave. One of their very, very good players, very constructive players. Who had a very big part to play in the last Scudetto win, has left. They've already seen the very, very successful manager Antonio Conte leave, who's won them the Scudetto. So they've already seen so many losses. They've already gone through many heartbreaks, right? And now having known the fact that Lukaku's also leaving, it is quite understandable. And I think so. I do understand and I do respect that their feelings that, at a single transfer window, just in the window of a few months, they're losing their three top characters in the team who did play the most important role in winning them the Scudetto last season, and Lukaku basically would be the main important guy for that, right? So it's huge for them, and it's quite understandable. But the thing here is, Inter Milan needs money, right? Let's be straight. Let's be honest. Inter Milan needs money, and if Chelsea comes up with that offer, Inter Milan would definitely need to accept that. We also heard one of the articles, I don't remember his name. It was Lukaku's manager, probably, who said that
Lukaku's agent, I think. Yeah, you're right. He said that the player's interested.
Yeah, so he said that he was asked about this same thing, that the fans are getting agitated and they're protesting. What's your thoughts on that? Is Lukaku actually leaving? and he did say that whatever the outcome is, will explain you the reasons for it. So basically, that says it all. If you need to explain a reason, that means the thing is already done, right? And that's why you're explaining the reason. So I think so. It's a done deal. But then yes, Lukaku and his agent would be coming and explaining the reasons, and definitely the reasons is very obvious that Inter Milan needs money, and also Lukaku wants to play for Chelsea. So this is the obvious reason that comes to my mind. So yeah, I think so. The deal is done, but then I really imagine why the deal is going so fast. Is it that Chelsea wants Lukaku to feature in this Super Cup?
I
don't
think
think
so, bro.
that's-
I think so. I think
you?
Chelsea legitimately wants to have some sort of a feature of Lukaku in the Super Cup, and then obviously have him ready for the first Premier League game. So
Yeah.
it makes sense because let's be honest, Ishan, Thomas Tuchel deserves a striker. He deserves a striker. We've talked about the expected goals last season, the amount of goals that we should have scored, but we didn't score. We can't start the season like that. We need to start the season positively, where big chances are put away. And for that to happen, we need a big number 9, like Romelu Lukaku. This is a very nice tweet here from PYS. 7th August 2011, literally 10 years ago from today. And Lukaku says he's joining his dream club after an agreement was reached between Chelsea and Anderlecht. So this was 10 years ago today. He joined Chelsea from Anderlecht. What's today's date? You guessed it, 7th August. 7th August, 10 years later, we could reach an agreement today. It is truly fate. Yeah, it'll be incredible. If we can reach an agreement by the end of today, that would be a 10-year cycle, and he finally comes back. Whether we get the official announcement, that may be maybe tomorrow or day after, we'll see. But there is big words and big chances that something needs to happen during this weekend. So we are in Saturday now. Hopefully by the end of Sunday, maybe early Monday, this is done and dusted, and that we can look forward to the Super Cup game with Romelu Lukaku. But at this point, Ishan, I'm honestly, I'm not worried about this, because we know we are in the market badly for a striker. We were looking at both Haaland and Lukaku in the same sort of balance, I believe. Haaland never happened. Lukaku is in advanced situation. Harry Kane is in a bit of a mess with Spurs, so that was never going to happen anyway. And there are no other strikers that we were really interested. It's really just these three. Obviously, there's names about Lewandowski and whatnot, but I don't think we were ever serious about that. We've put all our eggs on this one, and I think this should happen, because if this doesn't happen now, it'll be a complete shame. When you got people like Matt Law coming out and saying that
Lukaku.
Lukaku and all of that, and they generally don't say this, and they think that this is done, I think we need to be very, very happy that hopefully this will get done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this particular show. We've still got well over 250 people live. Let's get those likes up to over 200. At least let's get it to 150 before we end the stream. That's literally 21 more likes away. So let's get those likes up to at least 150. You guys have been sticking around for the whole show. You would have enjoyed it. And then I just, all I ask is for the likes. As I said, it's literally correlated to the growth of the channel. And if you're here for the first time as well and you haven't subscribed, we're very close to 6,700 subscribers. The last count, let me just quickly refresh this, is at 6,674. So we're literally just 26 away from 6,700. So help me get to that mark as well. 6,700 would be great. We are on the way to 7,000. And as I said yesterday, once we get to 7,000, I want to give away some shirts, a couple of shirts at least, to the live chat, to the viewers that are always tuning in and watching me and my guests. So thank you so much, Pratik. Perfect stream. Thank you heaps for this. Check out my socials as well, especially Instagram, guys. The link is there. Go out there and follow me on Instagram, and check out Ishan's socials in the description. Twitter, Instagram, go and follow them as well. Until next time, guys, we'll be back tomorrow with the Chelsea news crew, Kishan and Amia. I may have another drop of a different video as well, so do look out for that. So yeah, until next time, everyone, take care and see ya.